ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਸੋਲ ਜਿੰਦੜੀਆਂ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਮ ਪਾਰਾ ਹੌਲਾ ਸੂਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਸੌਣ ਜਿਆਏ ਚੰਦਰੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਰੌਲਾ ਸੂਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਸੌਣ ਜਿਆਏ ਚੰਦਰੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਰੌਲਾ ਆਪਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੁੱਟਦੇ ਆਪਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੁੱਟਦੇ ਤੱਕ ਕੇ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਮਾਇਆ ਪਾਂਦੇ ਦੇਸੋਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਚੱਲ ਆਈਆਂ ਦੂਰ ਮਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇ ਦੇਸੋਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਚੱਲ ਆਈਆਂ ਦੂਰ ਮਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੀਏ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਦੀ
Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of my online talk show Sounds Good. In this episode, we'll discuss a pathway to permanent residency to Canada with a special focus on those who do not prefer a study option but they want to immigrate as a foreign worker or on work visa and eventually get their permanent residency achieved. For this, we have a special guest, Juvie Ann Haniel from Manila, City of Philippines, who will be discussing her journey and sharing her experiences and struggles while she was working as a foreign worker in Canada, and eventually she got her permanent residency accomplished. So please welcome our special guest for the episode, Juvie Ann Haniel. Hi, Juvie. How are you?
Hi, Amit. I'm good. You?
I'm good too. Thank you. So, Juvie, first of all, I'll just give a brief background to my viewers about you. This is Juvie Ann Haniel. She's from Manila, City of Philippines. I have known her for like 2 years now, and believe me, she's awesome. She immigrated to Canada in year 2018 as a foreign worker, and currently she's a permanent resident in Canada. She will be sharing her experiences and struggles during her journey that will help understand people who want to immigrate to Canada and achieve their permanent residency. So, Juvie, I will ask you some questions that will help people understand how they can achieve their dream to get permanent residency in Canada, with a special focus on those who do not prefer a study option but want to immigrate as foreign workers or on work visa, and then they want to have their dream of achieving their permanent residency accomplished.
Sounds good.
So first of all, Juvie, I'm really glad that you're a part of my show, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you took out time from your busy schedule and you agreed to be a part of my show to share your experiences. I'm really sure that this will help people understand more insights of the pathway to permanent residency in Canada.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so
I'm glad
much.
you thought of me.
So, Juvie, how are you feeling for being a part of my show?
Well, kind of nervous. It's my first time someone invited me to their show, but yeah, I'm glad to be part of your show. I'd be glad to help people.
Yeah, but it's okay. Believe me, you don't need to be nervous. Just be normal, relax. Don't panic. We'll be just natural. We'll stay
Okay.
calm. The show is gonna be really good. So, and I'm here, so you don't need to worry. We'll be
Thank
okay.
you.
We'll be good. So, Juvie, first thing I want to ask you is that can you clarify the viewers that that one can be picked up from their home country based on some skills and qualifications that they have if they want to immigrate to Canada?
Yes. I believe years ago, before I got here, Canada would hire employees from different fields or different industry, different lines of work. Doesn't matter the year of experience or if they have an education level. But now I believe that Canada is only hiring skilled worker. So they require, as for me, they require a minimum of 2 years experience in the food industry because I was hired as a supervisor for a coffee shop. And then they would also require a bachelor's degree, any course as long as you have a bachelor's degree. And I believe it's the same for other skilled worker jobs like bakers, drivers, teachers, and there's a specific job code to be filled if you wanna immigrate here in Canada.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I want to discuss, that because some people, they do not really prefer the study option due to several reasons, like the choice, they don't want to go for further study, or the financial things, or other blah blah problems, so they prefer coming to Canada or any other country on other options, like coming as a worker, foreign worker, or on work visa.
Mhm.
So it is possible that if they have some skills and some
Yes.
qualifications, they can be still picked up.
Yes.
And okay, I also know that the employers in Canada, they can pick up people from different countries depending upon their needs, but they need to request and prove that to the government.
Yes, right.
So could you tell me like the beginning steps of how the process goes on?
Mhm. Well, the very first thing is, of course, I did apply in a trusted recruitment agency,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to like submit and make sure that all the documents required for you to enter a foreign country is available, like your passport, birth certificate, and all that stuff. And then, of course, you submit your CV or your resume, and from there they assess your work experience, your education level, and then they will see if you will qualify for a specific position. And then from there I attended their seminar, like they would explain the fees and how the application goes, the different process. And yeah, after that, I submitted all my application, paid the recruitment agency a fee, a specific fee. And then I kind of waited for like 3 6 months for an employer to do my interview, because first they have to have an LMIA. It's like a thing they used to, you know, prove to the government that they need to hire a foreign worker since they can't fill up a position here in Canada. I got actually two interviews because I did not pass the first one. The first one was actually for New Brunswick, and it was for the same position and same coffee shop. But unfortunately, I think only two people got hired out of five of us. And after like 2 or 3 months, I did another interview. Fortunately, I passed this time here in Calgary. And yeah, after that, you do the IELTS. You have to have a minimum of 6 score for every band. And then you do the medical exam. And yeah, from there, after like 3 or 6 months again, I submitted all the documents and I landed a job and flew here from the
Mhm.
Philippines.
Yeah, so that's really meaningful. I just want to tell my viewers, like as you said, a trustworthy recruitment agency.
Mm-hmm.
So to my viewers, I want to tell them that when you are working for immigration, it is really important that the recruitment agency or the immigration agent that you choose is really trustworthy, because you will be paying like hefty fees to them to
Yeah.
do your process. So sometimes there are a lot of scammers there, and people end up really suffering and wasting their money. So it is a very important step that you should have a really trustworthy immigration agent. And then obviously, I also want to clarify my viewers that LMIA refers to the labor market impact assessment that allows the employers in Canada to prove the government that they need some people to fill up some vacancies, and they are not able to hire people with the same skill set that they need from Canada itself, and they need to hire these skilled people from countries other than Canada. So this is how LMI works, and it allows people from other countries to land as foreign workers in Canada. So yeah, that's really meaningful, Julie. I really appreciate you shared it.
Thank you.
So what was your idea or inspiration behind immigrating to Canada?
Well, I already know a few people who moved here. My previous coworkers who moved here in Canada. My previous co-managers, and um, the the thing that really convinced me to move here is the quality of life that they have. I mean, in the Philippines, there's like so much stress. Like you go out in the morning to go to work, there's traffic, you don't get enough pay to be able to, buy the things that you need and the things that you want. And I feel like all my dreams are like out of reach. And yeah, I moved here because first, the value of money, it's 40 times much more higher compared to what I'm um getting from the same job in the Philippines. And of course, the quality of living, there's equal opportunity for everyone. And then yeah, I was able to save money, and I was able to like send money back home with the higher value. And yeah, I can do two jobs as well. In the
Of
Philippines, you can
course.
only do one. And yeah, I think that's it. Basically the quality of living, security, and financial security as well.
Yeah, I believe this is for the fact that even if I talk about India, if you are really doing good, like you're working good, you are doing job and you're earning good, but still it's like really hard to have a very good house, a very good
Yeah.
car, vehicle, or like living a life of luxury.
Yes.
But I think in Canada, the policies and the procedures that the government set up for their citizens are really good. They allow them to, live a luxurious life. They can buy the car or their good house and everything. So yeah, they are able to achieve their dreams. So I think yeah, this is really good. The lifestyle really
Yes.
matters. That's great. Okay, Juvi. So now we'll go a little easy. So, what is something that you really miss about Philippines?
Well, of course, first and foremost, the warm weather. I mean, I love the warm weather in the Philippines. I mean, it can get too hot, but unlike here, where the winter is the longest time of the year, I miss going outdoors, doing outdoors, fun stuff. And I miss the beautiful beaches in the Philippines. There's lakes here and mountains, but nothing beats the beautiful
Mhm.
waves and the beautiful fishes in the ocean. And like everywhere you go in the Philippines is such a view. So that's a miss. And I, of course, the food and my family and friends, of
Yeah,
course. But yeah, everything is good. And yeah, I am hoping to go back home in maybe like a year's time.
visit them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. The weather, of course, because sometimes when it's sunny, I believe I really like to take some sun bath, stay in
Mhm.
sun light for some time. It is really, soothing and
Yes.
relaxing. Otherwise, it's just snowing and it's
I
so
stay indoor.
shivering. So yeah, the weather and family, of course, family,
Yes.
food, yeah. Moving out brings you homesickness, especially when you're
Exactly.
just alone and you're trying to manage independently by yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course. So, Joey, is there any funny incident or memory in Philippines that you can't get over, like you can't forget it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's the most unforgettable experience that I had because I don't know how to swim, but I went with my mom to it's a place called Hundred Islands where we did cliff diving
Oh.
for the first time. And I was wearing this floating device, but then I was like panicking and freaking out, and I think it took me like almost an hour to have the courage to like jump there and finally be able to do it. But yeah, it was something that
You
I
just
will
can't
never
forget.
forget, especially I did it with my mom.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. And you know, when like you were saying that, I remember one of my incidents when I was like really young, and I had some of my relatives visiting my home, and I remember in India actually the first April is the April Fool's Day.
Yes.
It's called is in on that day we make fool of people. We tell
Uh-huh.
them something that is not true just to make fool of them.
Uh-huh.
And while my relatives were at my place, I spelled something on the bed, and I went to my sister to tell her that, hey, I spelled something. Can you please clean that for me? Because if I'm gonna tell my mom, she's gonna be mad on me. So I went to my sister and I told her, and she didn't believe me. She was like, no, you are just making fool of me. It's April Fool.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to believe you. And I was like, please believe me. I spelled something. Clean it before mom knows it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there are so many funny incidents that we keep remembering. But yeah,
Yes,
those
of
days were
course.
precious, and now we are away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the memories. Okay. So, Juvi, how were your beginning days in Canada?
Well, I came here, it was like September and it was already cold and I
Oh,
wasn't ready. And I think after 2 or 3 days it was snowing already. So
oh,
like the day after work, my coworker would like help us drive us to the mall to get like winter stuff, the boots and the winter jacket and the beanie and all that stuff. But of course it's the homesickness too.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have to have my family member like keep me company when I sleep. I just want their with their
Correct.
video call on just to, so I could hear them and see them, and I want it on until I wake up and I'm gonna be fine. I mean, and I think it took me like 3 or 4 months doing that before I was able to like sleep on my own. And of course the food too. It's so hard to find you know, I'm just so used to eating Filipino food, and here you have to like
Look for
go
it.
really far out of your way to get the food that you want. But aside from getting lost and feeling cold, I mean, I think that are some of the struggles that I had here.
Yeah. Yeah, the homesickness is plays a vital role. But I believe if you get good friends, good people
Yes.
around who can help you in managing your course in the beginning days, it becomes really really helpful. But with time, we just get useful to other things.
Yes.
So, Juvi, in the last, I want to ask you, is there any message that you would like to give to people who are aspiring to come to Canada on work visa, that they should maintain their skill set, they should work on their qualifications, so that that becomes their pathway for immigrating to Canada easy?
Mm-hmm. Well, first and foremost, if you want to apply here, make sure you have the money. I mean, it's not a lot of money compared to doing the express entry or doing the student visa, but yeah, you would need money to apply. And then of course, if you are targeting like a specific job, maybe stay in that same job wherever you are and maintain it for 2 years, because I think that's a minimum qualification. And then of course have patience. Really
Yeah.
trust in the process, because it could take as long as 2 years to be able to get an employer to hire you, get that LMIA. But yeah, trust the process, have faith, and have the courage and just the strength to continue with the process even if you're facing so many struggles.
Yeah, that's thank you. That's really great. The important point I wanna highlight to my viewers is that when you arrive on the work visa, you do not really need to have money to show them like the proof of funds thing that you need, even if you immigrate in express entry as permanent resident itself, or if you apply for the student visa. But if you come as a foreign worker, you do not need to show money in your account. Only you have to pay the government fees, the your recruitment agency fees, and other associated charges. but you don't have to like keep a lot of money to prove the government that you will be able to meet your expenses, because they know that you will start working while you land in Canada. So obviously you will be able to, you know, manage your expenses. So this is, I think, a plus point when you apply as a foreign immigrant, that you
Yeah.
still need money to pay for other expenses, but you don't need like extra lot of money to just to prove that you have it, you know. So I
Mhm.
think that's a great help to the foreign workers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zoe. That was really valuable informations you shared,
You're
like the
welcome.
first-hand information for the viewers. I'm sure that that's gonna help them a lot. So Joey, as a part of my show, I always play a game with my guest. So the
Uh-huh.
last time I played a game like a rapid fire with my student, who was the guest for my last show. So this time I was thinking that let's play a different game and make it more funny.
Mm-hmm.
That game is like just keep spinning, like just keep adding to whatever I will say, and then I will say something and you say something, and the game goes on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. um I just went outside and it was snowing,
And I'm just wearing a very thin sweater and I felt really cold.
and I came inside again. I wore a jacket. I was like, okay, let's go in the snow.
Yeah, and I feel like making a snow angel. So I lie down in the snow and started making one.
People were looking at me that I was having fun, and I was like, okay, keep looking, I don't care.
And I took out my phone and took a video so I could like send it to my friends.
Yeah, and when my friends saw it, they keep telling me, wow, you live in snow, it's so beautiful, but they don't know sometimes snow is so tough.
Yeah, and I got up and I felt really cold, so I went back inside my house and made a hot chocolate.
Oh wow. And I saw I yesterday when I went to Walmart, I had the chocolate bomb thing, and I was waiting that when it will get really cold, I will try that. And that was just wonderful.
And it got so cozy and it felt so nice that I decided just to stay here and remove my jacket and watch a movie.
Awesome. Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you. That was
I
fun.
think this was really nice and
Mhm.
a little bit fun for my viewers. So at last, Juvi, I want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart that you agreed to be a part of my show beside your busy timeline, and you took out time to share your experiences and struggles. I am definitely sure that this will help my viewers to understand and pursue their interest for becoming a permanent resident in Canada, and they can learn a lot of things from the information that you have shared, and they can plan their journey accordingly. So once again, I want to really thank you for being a part of my show.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome. I'm so glad to be here and I'm so glad to be able to help others who, want to pursue the same dream.
Thanks so much, Ju. Okay, everyone. So this was Juvie and Haniel. She shared her experiences during her journey and the struggles that she faced while she worked in Canada, and finally she achieved her permanent residency. I'm quite sure that this will really help my viewers who are also planning to immigrate to Canada as foreign workers and eventually want to achieve their permanent residency. So, how you feel about this episode? Please let me know in the comment section. Your comments are really appreciated and I'll get back to them. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and if you want to be the next on the episode, please register by giving your information in the Google form link given in the description. This show awaits you. Once again, I want to tell you that the achievement doesn't need to be a big one or a convincing one. An achievement is an achievement, as much small it may be. So stay tuned, there is still a lot to come. Thank you so much. Have a great day.